So we have a bit of a dilemma, right? Because it seems like for your safety, even though it's a hostile, unpleasant environment, that a hospital might be a good idea. And one of the things that I would like to help with, because I hear you feeling pretty desperate, pretty much at the bottom, I would like to meet you at the hospital right after we get done meeting, is to drive separately. Do you have a vehicle, or?
Yeah.
To drive separately, to meet you at the hospital, to walk through the process with you there. And I know some people at the hospital, and I guess try to use whatever influence I can, which may or may not be helpful. I don't know that if I have any leverage at all, but there might be a tiny bit better of a chance of you being treated with respect if I'm with you as you check in, and I try to help them develop a plan for working with you that at the very least is respectful. I don't know what that sounds like. How does that sound?
I mean, I'm a little apprehensive, but like I don't know if I have any other options, though. That's
right.
In the United States, we tend to, be upset about, scandalized by something, and then forgive and forget.
People have second chances.
Everyone gets second chances.
Yeah.
And that's not a particularly Asian concept,
Yeah.
the second chance.
Uh-huh.
And so, and there's many examples of that as well, of people who have something happen and then decide that they can't survive that death is preferable to that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's often things that other people would perceive as being very temporary.
All right. And so suicide is more of an option?
Suicide is more of an option for some Asian people that, for example, being fired from a job or let go. During the economic downturn in Japan, there were so many suicides that the subway companies wanted to fine the survivors of suicide, if you can believe that, to try to discourage suicide, because there were many examples of an employee who was let go with his items in a box from his desk and then just leaping onto the subway. Whereas I think in the United States, most people would say, okay, that was terrible to be let go from your job. Now let's see what your next job will be. Mm-hmm. So people who didn't even go home after being let go couldn't face their families.